I have
Yeah, thank you
started
so
the
much.
recording. So
Mhm.
today for the demo session, we'll go through the following topics. Okay. Um,
Mhm.
uh, just before
And how many days it will take to complete this training?
uh, it, okay, you can get this recording of the session from Divya. Okay, so today we'll be
Okay.
covering the following topics. I have Oracle Endeca guided search overview. What exactly a guided navigation means. The different components of Oracle Commerce Search, ATG Endeca architecture, the Developer Studio overview. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Oracle Commerce Guided Search enables delivery of personalized content, consistent customer by experience across all the channels. The Endeca can ingest data from any data sources from anywhere. It has a different set of plugins and adapters which helps it to actually grab data from the different data sources, okay, and transform into its Endeca indexes. So it can
Mm-hmm.
so basically, you have two options available while setting up. You can have an experience manager or you can have a rule manager. So guided search allows you. The rule manager will provide you a feature of spotlighting of specific records. However, experience manager is like it provides entire control to the business users for their content. Okay, so we'll cover the difference in the later part of the slide. So we'll let you know what are the different components available in one of the components. Okay. Okay, so why exactly we should choose Endeca Search? So these are the following features of Endeca Search. That is a customized landing pages. So basically, it enables the merchandising team to you can actually create a landing pages tailored for a particular search term. For example, I'm on a music site and I'm like searching for Sony. Okay, so it should so on searching the Sony, it should able to redirect me a particular landing page as well as display all the products of under the Sony category. Okay, so this is one of the strong features. I can make a keyword specific landing page and I can redirect the customers accordingly. Next is real time promotions. Okay, so real time promo, you can instantly change the layout of the pages using the templates. Okay, so entire page design of your website you can do it through the experience manager. If you want to deploy any other promotional content like Black Friday promotion, any other images or banners, you can instantly do it through the experience manager. Next is the experience manager. So experience manager is a customizable merchandising dashboard that gives merchandiser control to every aspect of the shopping or shopping experience. You have a category navigation for e-commerce, so it provides a consistent shopping experience for both searchers and browser. So you have the entire category data, like your entire catalog is as a part of indexing. Your data is indexed. Apart from that, your category structure is also indexed, and you can get your category or navigational information through Endeca search. Next is the robust reporting and analytics. So,
Bhavin, your voice is breaking.
okay. So, are you clear
Your
with?
voice is
Yeah.
breaking.
Okay. So, are you clear till the category navigation for e-commerce?
Yeah, yeah. After that, yeah, you can
Okay.
continue.
So, next is robust reporting and analytics. So, basically, Indica provides insights or visitor, or you can say visitor behavior profiling and research performance through the rich data collected by the Oracle Indica search engine. Okay, you have that's the analytics. You can get it, what are the search queries that were triggered. Okay, how many what are the keyword searches, how many times the keyword was searched, popularity ranking can be done.
Bhavin, again, it's breaking. I'm not able to hear you properly.
Okay, I will be a bit louder. Hello.
My, no, no, my voice is breaking. Whenever I'm
No,
saying
no,
something,
your
my
voice
voice
is
is breaking.
no, your voice is pretty much clear and audible.
But I think from your side, I am not able to hear. Like it is breaking the words you're saying in between. Like it's dropping off.
Okay, let's try out. Let's give it a one try, and let's have you just reconnect to another network. Next, you have the advanced data management functionality. So, Endeca provides has
Mm.
an ability to handle the complex data structures, okay, such as deep automotive parts catalog. So, it doesn't matter what hierarchy you follow, how deep your catalog is. You can actually ingest any kind. Endeca can ingest any kind of data. However, you need to make sure the hierarchy is correct, and that exactly mapping you need to do on Endeca side, okay, in order to get a correct indexed output.
It's on my side. 1 second. When it's breaking again.
I think Divya has suggested to mute yourself so that you get a better clarity of voice. Hello.
I think my network is behaving like this. I think.
Because
Okay, go ahead.
yeah,
No.
your voice is pretty much clear and like no disturbances there. Yeah. So next is guided navigation. So guided navigation is nothing but a faceted service. This part, like guided navigation, you must have encountered in most of the e-commerce websites. Okay, so the guided navigations help you to filter out your results or to drill down your data. It actually allows
Mhm.
the self discovery of data, you can say. The dimensions are that are very much context specific, which will always show the relevant dimensions, or the navigation, the guided navigation built in such a way you will never go into a dead end, or it's pre-configured in such a way that you will not get zero results, because over each refinement, if at all there is no particular refinement type, okay, then it will just remove the refinements. For example, you have refined by type article and blog. If at all there are no articles or blogs available after this refinement, it will remove that refinement from the menu. Okay, this way you will not end up in zero results or a dead end. Okay. So
Mhm.
example of a guided search. So you can see the example started out with the digital cameras. Okay, so first of all, the user goes to an e-commerce site and selects a digital camera based on the manufacturer. Okay, and then user selects a particular filter that is a constraint of $400 to $500, and then probably he selects an SLR from price. Particularly, he's trying to refine his search. Okay, based on his requirement. First, he will look at the manufacturer. Then he will get all the cameras according, like based on that manufacturer. Maybe it's Sony, Canon, or Olympus. After that, he will just add few more constraints. If he has a budget constraint of or he's looking at a range of $400 to $500, he will just add a constraint, and the result set will be filter out more. Okay, and finally he will choose an SLR filter. He is looking for a SLR camera. Okay, so after applying all three filters, he will able to see the final search results. So this way, actually, with the help of a guided navigation, he can actually land to the set of results or the products which he is looking for. Okay. Next is faceted search benefit. So it provides a superior feedback, like users can see at a glance of summary of the search results and how those results break down by different criteria. You don't have any surprises or dead ends. Users know how many results match before they click. Values with zero counts are normally removed to reduce visual noise and eliminate the possibility of user accidentally selecting a constraint that would lead to no results. No selection hierarchy is imposed. Users are generally free to add or remove constraint in any order.
Bhavin, 1 second. Can you hold for 1 second? I'm getting a call.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Bhavin. Sorry for that.
So I was talking about the faceted search benefits. Okay, so that kind of feedback, like you never go into a zero results or dead end count, and you can actually remove the filters, the applied filters back in any order you want. Okay. So in this slide, you can see the list of uh, the clients or customers that are using Endeca as a solution. Okay, you can see across the different domains or industry. So in the retail domain, you can see you have the B&H, Tesco, Bluefly, or so these are the different in retail sector. You have the distribution sector. You have Armark, Novation, Vesco. Media and publishing, Fitch Ratings, Harvard Business, New York Chip. Government sector, you have the following that are using. That's one of uh, few of these companies that are using. And then you have the manufacturing. You have the Harris, the Panasonic, Land O'Lakes. So these are the, you can say, the set of uh, companies, or in many industries the Endeca is used as their solution. Might not with the ATG, it may be with the hybrids as well. Okay, so coming to the next part is the components of Oracle Commerce. So basically, when you set up or download the Endeca, you need to download the following components. First is MDEX, second is Workbench. Okay, then you have the Experience Manager, and you have the platform services. So let us just cover in detail what exactly each and every component do, and what is the uh, job of it. Starting off with the MDEX. So MDEX is the core of Endeca technology. It is a place which hosts the index. It is a schema-less, or you can say stateless, as there is no state, or you can say um, for each query any state is not maintained, so subsequent queries are not each query is independent on the previous queries. Okay, so this is one of the advantage, you can say, no need to maintain the state, each query is independent. No session management is done at the Enteca level. Okay, so guided navigation is the faceted, provides you faceted search, contextual, relevant result, and no dead end. So basically, MDEX engine, what you call. So it is responsible for providing you, you can say, the search results. So it is the one which takes the search query, and it will give you back the response. It holds the index data. Okay, MDEX will search the your search query across the index data, and it will return you the response. Okay, so next is the Endeca Workbench. So web applications. So Endeca Workbench is used by web application to manage the Oracle Commerce Guided Search application. It allows administrative control of Endeca components. Workbench has, hello.
Bhavin, again your voice gone. One second. Okay, continue. Start from workbench again.
Okay, sure. Okay, so Workbench is nothing but a web application which is used to manage the Oracle Commerce Guided Search application. It allows an administrative control of Endeca components. It can be it is configurable. So you can specify some set of configurations like thesaurus entries, keyword redirects, rule manager, and experience manager. So Workbench, you might have also seen it. So these are the configurable parts. So thesaurus entry. Thesaurus means nothing but a similar words or synonyms. You can configure the thesaurus from Workbench. Next, you have the keyword redirects. So basically, you can, based on your keyword enter, you can redirect the user to a particular landing page. That things you can do. Then you have the rule manager. Rule manager and experience managers are two packages that are available. You can actually set up either one of them. You cannot install both of them. So it's an extension of an Workbench tool. So normally people use the Oracle Experience Manager because it provides a wider set of applications. Rule Manager was used previously for just content spotlighting because before Experience Manager was introduced. But after, like in the latest version, Rule Manager is obsolete. So probably nowadays just an available package, but no one uses it.
So we'll be covering both, like we like rule manager, and then how means I'll be getting session on both the, like how we can use rule manager
It's just
and
yeah.
going
So it's
forward.
just an because I need to set it up because the entire setup flow will be changing. The although it's an extension, but the setup flow will change. So basically, it's not at all used and just an, you can say, if you want, I can set it up, but it will take some time. I don't have
Yeah,
time to set
will
it.
this will do it in my machine, and then we can set up once again with another. So all the setup will be doing in VM only, right?
You can, yeah, you can do it on your machine, or I have a ready-made VM where I demonstrate. Because when you, like when you choose, it's not just not a flag, but it's an altogether entire setup removal and do it. uh, Rule manager, let me tell you, it's it's similar to experience manager, just a limited set of functionalities. Okay, you don't have all the functionality enabled, but while setting up you need to be a bit sure, and it will yeah, we can do it, definitely we can do it. It won't be an issue, but it's not people don't use it as a priority now. People will always go with
No,
experience
what
manager.
I'm saying that like both the things we cannot set up in one VM, or
uh,
how is it?
we
Like
cannot,
I
no, we cannot set up both. We do not have a setup both of them at a time. Either we can say, we can set up experience manager, then I need to uninstall the experience manager, then apply a rule manager. Okay, so it's
okay.
like it's an either ways. You cannot have rule manager and experience manager both of them at a single point of time.
So what we can do, we can have two VMs for doing this setup,
Yeah,
right?
but it will
See,
take.
because I wanted to learn the previous version also what we were using it, and now experience manager. So I wanted to have both the knowledge.
Okay. The reason is like I have allocated 2 to 3 hours for this setup. Uh, I don't want to consume the entire time for the setup because it will actually increase the training time, and as well as the efforts will be increased. That's the reason. It's up to you if
So
you want
then,
to, focus more on the setup. We'll cover that.
yeah, actually, I'm like I wanted to learn all the things. That's what, like previous thing, what is what was there, and now what is there.
Okay. Effectively, it will that will increase the entire, because the 30 hours what I have gave you, the estimate is about the topics that needs to be covered, because the topics are although in depth. um it will take a lot of time to cover that, and apart from, if we cover the setup, if we do an elaborated setup entire, and it will take up 10 to 12 hours additionally. I need to factor it accordingly. Okay. So that's a post part. We'll do it later. Divya will help you out in that area. Okay.
Okay.
Next is experience manager. So the experience manager provides you a single flexible platform to create custom customer experiences. Business users can create targeted user-centric experiences without requiring IT engagement. So this is what exactly an experience manager looks like. Okay, you have your the this is the final page, the discover application, and your experience manager looks like something. You have the header content, secondary content, main content. So inside the header you have the search box. So your entire page can be divided and configured through experience manager. So your page, this page, what you are able to see, it's divided into three sections. Header content, the header content has the search box section. um, the secondary content has the breadcrumb section, as well as the guided navigation part. Then you have the main content. In the main content you have the media banner, record spotlight. So this is the main content section. Okay, so these are the draggable and droppable components. I can drag and drop, rearrange it, realign it. That can be done easily with a matter of seconds through experience manager. Okay. Next is the difference between rule manager and experience manager. So rule manager allows the spotlighting of specific records via record spotlight cartridge. No custom cartridges are permitted. In Experience Manager, large number of predefined cartridges are included. Page cartridge templates contain collections of assorted cartridges. Content slot cartridge. So basically, content slot cartridge allows for dynamic selection of pages of cartridge based on triggers. It provides a well documented API to do customize. So basically, it provides you a lot more set of options than the rule manager. Record spotlighting is that's nothing but I can display a particular set of records for uh, you can say some promotional records. So these are the popular records of you can say featured product section. So only limited to that function. You cannot design your page through rule manager. So that's exactly the limitation. Page designing cannot be done through rule manager. In experience manager you can actually redesign your page, deploy your custom cartridges or templates to it.
So you mean to say like this record spotlight we cannot design through experience manager,
Only
right?
record, you can only do a spotlighting of records, some custom cartridge or redesigning the entire page. You cannot redesign it, you cannot deploy any custom cartridges. Okay, so you have to always work with predefined cartridges. No much more customization possibilities there in the rule manager.
Because I think we can design, right? We can have multiple layouts for
Yeah,
displaying the
yeah, you can
right?
have it in rule manager, but you cannot customize, you cannot deploy a customized cartridge. Okay, with cartridge template. So it has its own
Because
it has its own limit.
no, currently I think currently we are using in different layouts like for
Although you are using the layouts, that will be, so you are using experience manager or rule manager right now.
experience manager.
Okay, experience manager supports any like maximum set of functionalities that you can create different layout, different instances as well. You can create for cartridges. What I said. Okay. However, I was speaking about rule manager. They are the different products itself.
Ye- So what happens like for particular site they used to assign a different layout. Like they given the option to the retailer, they can choose their
Yeah,
own
correct.
layout and based
Correct.
on that
Correct. So that is a level of flexibility what experience manager provides. Okay. However, the same flexibility is not possible in rule manager.
oh, you mean to say you are saying that experience manager it is possible, but in rule manager it is not, right?
Correct. Correct. The level of flexibility is more. That's the reason people are 100%. I guess in 100%, all of them have used experience manager. Rule manager is, I think, in the latest was 11.3. Rule manager is no longer available now. Okay, so that's the thing.
Okay,
That's the thing right now.
okay.
Okay, next is CAS. So the CAS is a tool used to work with the semi-structured and unstructured sources. You have your file system, documents, and CMS. It includes an extension API to allow for integration with additional data sources. So you can see this entire design of CAS where you have the content acquisition system, you have DigDX, Forge, uh, CAS, and data tier. So this is the entire ITL layer, you can see it, and inside that you have the CAS. So the CAS is used for fetching the data or retrieving the getting your data from the data tier, that is nothing but your data sources. So CAS is capable of reading file sources, documents, and
Hello,
yeah.
uh, Bhavin, I lost you. Like when you started CAS, that time I lost you. Can you repeat it once?
Okay, I will just repeat it. So CAS is a tool used to work with the semi-structured and unstructured data sources. Okay, so irrespective of the data format you have, you can read your data sources through the CAS. The full form of CAS is Content Acquisition System. Okay, so you have some set of, you want to index your file set data. Okay, you want to index data from the you can say flat files or CSV files. You are providing a feed of CSV files, flat files, or it may be from the CMS system directly. Okay, so that things you can do it in the cache. Apart from that, if you have some custom format as well, so that also is ability is there. So you can cache provides you some set of extension API for integration of additional data sources. Okay, additional or custom data sources as well, you can integrate and um, take like you can take the data from the different sources. You can, that's a kind of customization you need to do it. And you can fetch the data from complex data sources, and then you can index, provide it to the forge. And the forge is a place where you design how exactly
So
your.
as part of like this session, we'll be covering it like how we can integrate with CMS and
Correct,
all.
correct, correct, correct. So that will be in the detailed session. So this is just in demo part. I'm just explaining you the high level component. Okay. Without itself, I'm going inside the entire. So although this all things are quite depth, we'll cover index in detail, cache in detail, forge in detail as well. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just making you familiar with the components. Later on, we'll go in depth how to actually achieve what I'm saying, like how to fetch the data using the cache, using the API approach, or you can say read the files, so read the records from the files. Okay, so all this we can will cover in this session. So
Okay.
next is the
Sure.
platform services. So platform services is a package of applications or services to manage all Endeca installations. The platform services include EAC, that's an Endeca application controller. You have the Forge, you have the log server and report generator, you have CADK, that's a content adapter development kit. So these are the subcomponents of the platform services. So the EAC service, starting from the EAC controller. So the EAC is a, you can say, a central point from which you can manage all your services of Endeca. Apart from that, you have the Forge. Okay, so Forge is an you can say extraction translation ETL tool. Okay, where you can define how your data would be uh, passed to the Endeca engine if you want to do some filtration or cleaning up your data. So that can be done by the Forge.
Cash is not included in this cash.
Cache is just used
See,
for, yeah, cache is used for um, fetching the data from the data sources. Forge is the place where you actually do your ETL job. You write a Java manipulator or any kind of manipulation. Apart from that, you do a mapping as well. Okay, which properties should be indexed to Endeca. Like, you do not index all the properties. Okay, you have that kind of decisions or mappings is done in the Forge pipeline. Okay, the data flow and as well as the communication between the indexing component like DGDX. So we have different approaches as well for indexing. So we have a force based approach, we have an entire cache based approach as well, where we don't require a forge pipeline at all. Next component is log and reporting server. So log and reporting servers, it's
so now which one we are like mostly people are using it cash based or like both?
it's a different approaches, design approaches altogether. So for cache-based approach is used right now in the latest version, and Oracle recommends it. But as you said, like you are using 10.2, uh, you might be using a Forge pipeline as well for um, some of the cases where you want to modify some data. It
Mhm.
was very
So
difficult to manage out with Forge, like multiple components, multiple approaches. So now we are like all the functionalities are merged into cache, and it's we are using a cache based approach. But still, in the old
so
system, Forge based in Forge cache based approach, major of the manipulation, data mapping was done from the Forge pipeline.
now we cannot do this thing like data manipulation and all in cache based
We can,
application.
yeah,
No?
we can do the same. You have. The all the features are merged into the, like, force based features are available in cache based also. The set of like the way of doing it is different. The set of files and how you do it is different, but the features of manipulation of data is available in cache as well.
So we are going to cover both, right?
Yeah, we are going to cover both.
Okay.
So finally, I'm just showing you the a high level ATG Endeca integration diagram, how exactly your data is fetched from the repositories and processed for indexing. You can see an ATG and ATG web commerce area where you have the product catalog part. In the product catalog part, you have the product exporter, category exporter, as well as the schema exporter. So your product catalog data is divided into three parts. Your product exporter is nothing but your product data, and then you have the category data, then you have the schema data. So schema data stores the information about what is the size of uh, like what exactly your data type is. For example, I have my product like I have product properties like product name, products like size, you can say measurements. Okay, so all this what is the data type of each of them, max length that can be occupied, that all information, schema information, structural information is stored in the schema exporter. Okay, so all this information is passed to Endeca content acquisition system, that is cache. So inside this cache, record stores are created. Okay, record store is nothing but in-memory data for the cache system. Okay, so after data is pushed in the record store, after that cache pushes does the operation of ITL, Endeca ITL operation, and then it is passed along with the set of configuration from Endeca Experience Manager. It is passed for indexing. Okay, so after indexing your of your data, okay, your index are propagated to your index engine. Okay, so this is your index engine, you can see, and this index engine is responsible for servicing your queries from the other applications. Okay.
So, but this MDX engine can be like integrated in two ways, right? One is like through experience manager, and if I don't want experience manager, I can make a web service call, right?
Correct. So if you are not using an experience manager, you can directly. It's not something like that. It's uh, Index engine is always available in the Endeca approach. Okay, but it's up to you. You want to have a page design approach. So experience manager is just used for if you want to design your entire pages or layouts through you if you want to control your page layouts. Okay, in some of the cases, like initially if with the no experience manager thing, if you want another CMS thing like a content management system uh, that will be involved for designing your pages. Okay, so you can integrate that as well, and your data will be coming from the Endeca. Your search data will be coming from Endeca. However, the page designing part will be done by the third party system, like the Adobe Experience Manager, something like that. Okay.
One more scenario was there, like in my earlier project, they were caching the whole result itself. Like, so what they will be caching it whole HTML page or like a result set? I was a
The
bit
result set,
confused about that.
the result set, because it's actually incorrect to cache the entire, like page caching is as well done.
One second. Oh, they were using it Akamai cache also
Okay,
for caching that HTML, I think.
yeah. So Akamai cache, yeah, Akamai cache is actually stores the entire page. Okay, Endeca caching is different. Yeah, Akamai caching, Akamai will like capture the entire page HTML as well along with the
So
result.
how this like how this then how this Indica will be like handling it? Do we here like whenever such request comes, it will go and hit the again Indica or like it will only get from Akamai?
uh, it is actually the caching works in this way. If there is a hit or miss scenario, if there is a hit, okay, if a particular page is retrieved, then it will just get the data from Akamai. If a particular page request or particular page URL, okay, it's not found in Akamai, it will pass the request to Endeca. So that's at the web server level, not at the application server level. Correct? Akamai is always configured at web server level.
Sorry, I lost you, man. I completely lost you in there.
Okay. So Akamai is configured
Yeah.
at the web server level, not the application server level. It will go to Akamai first. If at all any page or like page request, if at all page is not found in Akamai, it will just process the request to the application server. Application server, the ATG system will communicate with Endeca. So this is the entire flow. Okay, so direct assembler. So basically, MDEX understands the assembler based queries. So directly assembler queries are not triggered. It will go to a application manager. URLs will be like the request data will go to the assembler. Uh, uh, that is a place where ATG plays a role. As like ATG will invoke an assembler query, it will transform the URL parameters into assembler query parameters, and then the assembler query will be triggered to MDEX engine. For example,
So
if you are requesting,
how it forms? Yeah. So suppose I am searching for shirt. So how it forms that query?
if you are searching for shirts, okay, there will be query parameter question mark shirts attached to your URL, correct? Okay, and Akamai will be keeping a key value pair mapping. Okay, if particular key URL key is present, value will be its HTML data. If at all request comes for a particular URL, that key matches the URL. Okay, if the key is found, the URL entry is found in Akamai, it will return back the HTML data which Akamai has. Okay, if at all it doesn't have that information or that URL, it will actually go to Endeca for bringing the search result. So it will be going something like n equal to like question mark n equal to shirt. Okay, your home page URL question mark n equal to shirt. So this will be the query.
So, no, no. This will be like the request will come to ATG, and then ATG will form this query, and then assembler will be called, right? In this way, or like
Akamai plays,
internally.
if you do you know the concept of web server and application server?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Okay, so Akamai will be at the
See,
web
web
server.
server will be accepting the request, right? And then it decides like whether which applications it will be running in the backend. So see, uh, that was just a scenario I asked. Like Akamai was
That's an
we were using
actually
it
a,
for HTML.
yeah, that's actually a design. Like it's actually a high level design. You're talking about very like it's a entire design, architectural design. You can say it's at the Akamai comes first, then you have the application. Akamai is always at the web server level, not at the application server level. Okay, so that if possible in the next session, I can draw you the diagram and explain you.
Okay, okay. So that assembler one, like what you said, like the query will come
Okay,
like
so
if you are searching for shard.
okay, so this is the entire search flow we'll cover in the next part, like in a detail how exactly the work. But in simpler ways, MDEX does not understand normal web URL queries. Okay, it understands the assembler queries. Okay, so in the assembler format along with the thing. So the assembler queries is written or like created in the assembler pipeline servlet. So similar to RQL. So if you have worked with ATG, what is RQL? You transform your create your RQL query based on the parameters. Okay, the RQL query is passed to the repository. And the repository won't understand directly. I'm getting this product. If I'm searching for a product, okay. If I'm loading a PDB page, I just pass a product ID. I need to transform into an RQL query in my code. Okay, where product question mark product ID equals something like that. I need to pass appropriate parameter like what index host or port I want to trigger. Okay, when you trigger a query, you don't attach a mdex host, mdex port, or all this information is missing. Okay, all this mapping is available in the uh, your application server. Okay, that is a part of assembly. It translates into an mdex understandable query. So I will show you the example how exactly it's different from your normal queries part. Okay. Okay, next is
Okay.
the experience manager. So experience manager, Endeca Commerce Experience Manager has the following features, like it has the cache console, experience manager rules, source entries, administrative tasks, and user settings. So in the user settings part, you can specify the user preferences, passwords, and all those things. Experience manager, you can create cartridges. Business users can configure cartridges. You can as well configure some of the rules. Yeah, next we have the developer studio. So developer studio is a windows based application used for creating and modify instance configuration XML files. You have the main menu area, project explorer area, and main work area. So this is exactly your developer studio looks like. So you can see this is the forge pipeline that's created. Okay, how exactly your data gets pushed to each of these layers. You can see you have the triggers as well as the property dimensions. So these are the different components that is used for creating the pipeline. We'll cover what each every component in the next session. Okay, so this you can have an overview. So this is where I'm just winding off my demo session. Okay. You have any questions with the few topics that I've covered in a span of hour? Let me